From the trading desk of Daily Forex, this is Christopher Lewis looking at the upcoming May 28th session. This is a different market than you would normally see somebody focus on. This is the US dollar Norwegian krona, and the reason I have this out is this is the most interesting chart for me right now. You can see that I have a longer term trend line that is drawn about as good as you can draw on MetaTrader. And we had broken down below it previously, came back, tested it, bounced, tested it again. And today, as I record this at the end of the Wednesday session, you can see that we are forming a shooting star. That, of course, is a very negative candle. Because of this, I think if we can break below that, we should then head down to about 748 or so, maybe 749. Keep in mind, this pair has a very high spread, but the pip value is almost nothing. It's very, very minute. So you just have to think in bigger numbers. It's really the same thing. There really isn't any difference. It is liquid enough that it can be traded. You do not have to worry about that. I also believe, though, there is a possibility if we break above the top of the trend line, the top of the shooting star, then we probably go much higher. I would anticipate at least 8 at that point. Might negate any effect that the trend line once had. Now, as I zoom out, I'll talk about this a little bit. The reason I think this is an interesting pair to watch is not only because technically we have broken down below a significant trend line and we've tested and it looks like we're going to fail. At least that's the theory at the moment. That's the very essence of a trend change. But we also have the oil markets testing support. This should move inverse with oil markets such as Brent and light sweet crude. Both of them are testing support in this general vicinity. Norway has several rigs in the North Sea, and therefore it is a petrocurrency. It's a lot like the Canadian dollar, not quite as well, not quite as heavily traded, so it's not quite as known, but it is a petrocurrency. So if oil goes higher, typically what you see is this pair go down. It takes more US dollars to buy that Norwegian oil, which there is quite a bit of. So watch this pair. I think there is an opportunity waiting to happen here because we will either confirm that the downtrend may be starting or we'll smash through this trend line and just continue to buy. I want you to triangulate charts. Brent, light sweet crude, I watch both of those. And this. Watch the 3. Keep in mind that the Brent and light sweet crude typically will move basically in the same direction. Over the longer term, they do. They look very similar. Different dollar amounts, but the same chart patterns. And if those go up, this should go down given enough time, and vice versa.